I'm Erin Bassett, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all about the new Scandinavian Stencils by Faber-Castell. These paper stencils come in 10 awesome designs. They are 13 by 13 inches in size, they're durable and reusable. You can use them as is, or they can be coated with a glazed medium to extend their life, or coated with a repositionable spray adhesive so you can do it on multi-dimensional projects. Stencils can be used in so many ways. This first example is using my gel printing plate and my art journal. I'm starting off by covering my gel printing plate with just acrylic paint and some texture just to give a background to my paper. And now I'll clean it off and add a new layer of acrylic paint. This is a blue color. And again, adding some texture to it. And then I'm going to apply my stencil right over that and then my paper over that and smooth it all down with my brayer, and that'll pull up just a portion of the design. And then clean it off again. You can see it's looking pretty cool on that paper too. And now I'm placing another layer of white acrylic paint down, putting on my stencil and a scratch paper to pull off some of the paint on there. And then when I remove the stencil, I have this great design, and I'm going to take my art journal page and just pull up portions of that design onto my paper. So you can see it's kind of a ghosting. Looks pretty cool. And there's my scratch paper. So here is my art journal page so far. I'm going to use another stencil design from the Scandinavian package and put a coffee cup or a teacup onto the bottom of my page. And you can see I'm applying the acrylic paint with a sponge just so it'll have a nice crisp outline to it. And then once the design is dry, I'm going to go ahead and put that same stencil back over it and use a gelato to go ahead and add some highlights to my cup. It's just kind of giving it a little bit more texture and color to it. And now I can use my Pitt Artist pen and some stamps to go ahead and finish off this page. Now stencils can also be used with fabric and fabric paint. Here I created a pillow form out of just cotton fabric, and I inserted some wax paper between the two layers of it so that the fabric paint wouldn't seep through. Once I got my stencil in place, I went ahead and added some tape around the perimeter of it just so it would block off any paint and keep it in place. And then I just applied the fabric paint directly over the stencil onto the fabric to create a really cool design. For this last example, I used stencils on wood with acrylic paint and wood stain. I started off by priming the wood, and then I took my stencil, placed it on top, and used white acrylic paint to fill in the design. And after that was dry, I went ahead and took a sponge brush and applied my stain, and I used a paper towel to wipe it off. And once it was dry, I went ahead and sanded and sealed it. For more information about stencils and other mixed media art supplies, visit designmemorycraft.com. And for tips and inspiration, visit erinbassett.com.